Hey guys, welcome to Thomas Tools. Today we have a very interesting knife that I want to show you guys. We have here the CRKT Compact Stubby Razel. To show you the most interesting thing about this knife, I have to flip this little knife right here, a small little flip tab, and then I will open this up. And we have here the famous Razel blade. So if this looks familiar, it's because it takes from the original design of the Razel and shrinks it down to a very small petite knife. So what is a Razel blade? A Razel, to my understanding, is a razor plus a chisel. So it has here two sharpened blade edges here and then a nice sharp point here. So let's go through some specifications of this knife. We have here a 5.375 inch overall length. We have a blade length of just 2.125 inches and a blade thickness of 0.12 inches. The blade material here is 8CR13 MOV and it has two hollow grounds right here. So even though it is only a medium ground knife, it does come to a pretty thin edge because of the hollow ground right here. I wonder if I can show it to you here. As you can see, the light kind of bends around it. So it actually bends inwards, creating this nice sharp edge right here. And it's like that on both sides right here. As I've mentioned, it has two sharpened plain edges here and one sharp tip right here. We have here a nice matte finish carbon fiber. We have here a deep carry tip down right side pocket carry, and then it also has some nice thick liners right in the middle here. So let's talk about this knife. What is the advantage of a Razel blade? By the way, that is actually a design feature right here. It is a small flipper so that you don't flip it open. You just press it to disengage the detent and then you just open it all the way. You can also just use the thumb stud if you like. You can also do it that way. But I just want you to know this is not designed to be a very fidgety knife. This is designed to be a knife that you open and use and then you put it back in your pocket. Definitely a utilitarian kind of knife. So let's talk about this blade shape. This blade shape is unique because it has two sharpened edges and then a sharp point right here. So you can definitely use it to do any kind of carving. Okay, you can use it to do any kind of scraping that you need. You need to scrape off some glue, some material. This is what this is designed for. And this sharp point here is great for opening up boxes. You use it as you would a utility cutter. You penetrate, you push, or you can pull. You can definitely cut open boxes, packaging, so on and so forth. And this is the main advantage of this knife right here. Other than that, it's a pretty burly knife. It's a pretty thick knife here. This against the CRKT Pillar Large. Okay, so with the smaller knife, sometimes you want to have that thicker handle that this guy has right here to make sure that it stays in your hand a little bit better. And this definitely helps it stay in the hand because this carbon fiber right here is great for your 2 or 3 fingers here, and then you can really lock it in with your index finger right here. You have your thumb right here across this very nice jimping, and then you can definitely get a lot of work done with this knife. Not necessarily a great knife for cutting because it doesn't have a belly, so you can't do a lot of these rocking kind of cuts, but definitely a great knife if you need to do any kind of push cuts, any kind of pull cuts, any kind of penetrating but you don't want to penetrate too deep, any kind of scraping motion. This is going to be the knife for you. So a lot of knife for something so small. Even though it only has a 2.125 inch blade, it has this is one of those rare situations that it has more sharpened blade edges than the actual blade length itself. So if you're interested in this, do check it out at thomastools.com.my, and as always guys, have a nice day.